Hey everyone, just wanted to do a video just to talk a little bit more about 2021. Life with diabetes. Obviously, I've been posting all through the month to try to show a bit more or get a bit more awareness out there on life as a type 1 diabetic. It's been completely new for me. The Danny Foundation has really helped me be able to accept nearly my diabetes that I've had for since I was 9 years old, so for 39 years. So it's been really transformational, or it's inspired me to change the way I think, especially about myself. And ultimately, that's all we have is just self. Really, if we don't love ourselves, then you've really got nothing. So they were, it was really beautiful. I found out about them as far as like scholarships go for the CGM, the continuous glucose monitoring systems, and they've actually sponsored me for the last 2 years, or I had a scholarship with those guys for the last 2 years. 2020, it was all new to me. I must admit, I sort of thought, I don't want to get used to this. I feel a bit connected, and I've always had a paranoia about being connected. But now, sort of in 2021, I've really settled into it, and I'm so grateful and so thankful about having the CGM. It's really been life. It's really helped me sort of to change the way I look, to change the way that I can monitor my blood sugar levels, because ultimately, as a diabetic, and I'm going to do another post about this as well. It's you ain't on autopilot. You are constantly manually adjusting. The beauty of the CGM is that it allows you to at least be able to quickly check where you are, and more importantly, alert you that you are going too high or too low, especially with overnight lows. So 2021 has been obviously a challenging year for everyone, especially with the COVID lockdowns and whatnot. But I think I've really utilised this time really productively, because I've really done a lot of work on self, which has been an amazing thing. And I can honestly say 2 years ago, there is no way that I'd ever be doing a vulnerable video about my diabetes, and especially my life with it. So yeah, and again, I do have gratitude for everything in my life, especially on the internal now, and I do sincerely have gratitude for diabetes, because it's made me think a lot more about myself, how I look after myself, the importance of health and stuff. I'm not just taking it for granted anymore. But as I said, the Danny Foundation has just been absolutely fantastic. Like, just such beautiful people, beautiful souls, and obviously we've had they're a fundraising non-for-profit organisation as well, and obviously they've been restricted massively in the way that they can raise funds for diabetics all around Australia. So they would be not where they are either unless they had like a lot of major sponsors. And I just wanted to do a quick shout out to Lucas's Paw, who have been just such a beautiful sponsor to the Danny Foundation, for a long time. And without sponsors like Lucas Paw, as I said, foundations like the Danny Foundation just would not exist. It's really amazing to have a great sponsor and a long-lasting sponsor as well. So if I can just give them a shout out and just say thank you to those guys. What more can I do, sort of thing. Sorry, it's the least I can do. So yeah, really appreciate the support that they've given. It's fantastic, because again, like all of the support that they give goes back to type 1 diabetics in support of supplying them with CGMs, because our government doesn't seem to think that they are beneficial enough to go onto the NDSS, the National Diabetes Support Scheme, for diabetes that aren't adolescent or aren't basically sick or on a healthcare card. So realistically, again, someone like me as a type 1 diabetic who strives to be healthy and to look after myself, again, you don't get any, you get nothing for it. It's like, it's not we don't have a healthcare system, we have a sick care system. Being healthy, actually, you don't get anything. And this is really disappointing from our government, that they can spend so much money on things that they deem are more appropriate than saving diabetics' life. Making someone's life easier, especially with a type 1 diabetic. Like I didn't ask for this. I didn't do anything to get it. It's an autoimmune disease. So it's just really, really sad that, I just have to do it myself, And like I actually saw a post the other day, insulin is probably one of the only self-regulated drugs in the world where I could kill myself tonight. If I overdosed on insulin, I could kill myself. So like I said, having things like the CGM just helped me to survive, and it's really good. So as I said, thank you so much to the sponsorship of Lucas Pawpaw, and again all the other sponsors that sponsor the Danny Foundation. Everyone that sponsored me in my fundraisers and my challenges, because again, I'm really, like I said, just trying to get the awareness out there on what life is actually like with type 1 diabetes. So thanks again. This is for the Danny Foundation. Thanks to Blur, thanks to Joanne, the girls at the Danny Foundation. They're just amazing, do an amazing job. Obviously everyone involved, all the diabetics and all the guys that I've got lifelong friends from the Danny Foundation, and I really can't say enough for them. So thanks again to the sponsors as well. So thanks everyone. Love and gratitude to you all.